Hello, everybody, and welcome to our draft preview show of the IWC Radio Podcast. I'm Smoot, along with Chucks and Will. How you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Old.
Old?
Old.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday
I've
for
joined you
Happy
lot
birthday!
in the 36 club.
Hey, that's me. I'm in that club.
Yeah, we're all there now.
It's not a bad club to be in. They're the worst clubs.
Yeah,
like-
right. Whichever one Beans is in is.
Parenthood.
Parenthood club, yeah.
We've been off a couple weeks. Sorry about that. Not a whole lot's been happening, but we've got the draft, WWE Draft, coming up in next week. And we figured we'd hop on here and give you guys a heads up on everything. Look at this image here that they put out. Oops, sorry. There we go. That's like almost everybody, not even counting the NXT people.
Yeah,
Isn't that
this
the point? Is that just the whole roster?
Well, it isn't. They put this out on SmackDown last night, and people have pointed out there's quite a lot wrong with it. So let me see. I've got a list here of people who aren't on it who probably should be. So you've got the injured people right now. So I've got a list: Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Dabba Kato, R-Truth.
Alexa's injured again?
I don't think she's injured.
Yeah. Well, officially she's injured, but yeah. Randy Orton, Robert Roode, Tommaso Ciampa, Aaliyah, Big E, Wyatt, Gulak, Jinder Mahal, Naomi. She's still technically on there apparently.
Oh.
And Shanky. Don't forget
Shanky.
So yeah, they're all officially on the injured list or not available list, whatever you want to put it. So they're not there. There's no one from NXT on there. There was somebody else I've got missing. That's right. Gable Stevenson isn't listed.
Fuck him.
Yeah, 'cause he sucks.
John Cena.
They've totally given up on him. Wasn't he drafted, was it 2 years ago now that they did
was,
that thing
yeah.
and they made a big deal about him?
Yeah, the last draft it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember how long ago it was.
Cena's not there. Logan Paul's not there.
Good.
Yeah.
James McMahon's not there.
Brock is.
They're all still listed as active members of the roster. But obviously, I can see Cena not being there and Shane as well. His legs don't work at the moment.
Surprised Lesnar's
Yeah.
on there. He's usually considered the free agent. He had the Undertaker.
Yeah, that
role.
was a surprise. Yeah. I did also notice that. I know he is there. Sorry, I thought Drew McIntyre wasn't there. But he's on the end.
He's there.
I did look at the bottom row. I know we like to mock WWE's graphics from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom row we've got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It looks like Sami Zayn's the one wearing all the belts, and Kevin Owens Intercontinental Champion.
Does a little bit, yeah.
It also looks like Bianca Belair's got a really big arm, and she's got 2 belts.
Oh yeah, like that one and that one as well. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But yeah, that is the
It's like an optical illusion.
yeah. That's the active roster, or most of it anyway. It was mentioned.
They all look kind of happy, or at least neutral, except for Bobby Lashley, who is constipated.
Oh, okay. He's having a
Get him some
having a rough
Metamucil.
time there, isn't he?
He's having a hard time there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all fairly neutral, don't they?
These four are happy.
These guys are cheerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
They
not.
just have to
Sammy
be there.
is. Cody's just there. Rollins
It's
is
fairly
happy.
neutral. Ricochet there, Riddle there, and LA Knight. I'm kind of happy to be there.
These four are
Happy
happy.
Corbin, living up to his name at the top there.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, he's probably the happiest. happiest of everyone, even more than New Day. Yeah.
Even Nikki Cross, yeah.
Tozawa's looking very happy as well.
I thought that was Mandy Rose up here for a second. I was like, whoa, when did they bring her back?
No such luck. She's gone.
Who is that?
I don't know. Oh, that's I think that's the
Oh, it's fun.
Maxine.
Thingy, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Maxine. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, next to Mansoir.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't have like some of the NXT people on here because they did say that everybody's eligible.
Well, they did mention, I've not seen it, but apparently it was mentioned on NXT that they could be superstars eligible, and Michael Cole mentioned it last night on SmackDown as well. So, I think the plan is there will be some NXT call-up. I did read a report that basically the ones they were going to bring up for the Raw after Mania, which they didn't. They were saving basically for this. They're going to have all the surprises for this. So, there will be some NXT involvement somewhere.
Okay. Should we get into the shows here for WWE or?
Yeah, we can do.
Alrighty. Yeah, since we're already on the website here, one sec, hold on. Ta-da! Starting off with Raw.
We mentioned before the shows, didn't we? It's a bit of a slow week in terms of the shows as well. I know we always say it's a slow week in news, but there's not a lot happening on the shows really. I think they're in a bit of a lull as we get into this draft period. I think they're waiting for this to happen, and then they can start with new storylines and things. So Raw started off with the Bloodline doing the usual shtick, and then Judgment Day came out and got involved, and Heyman insinuated they'd made some kind of deal that they'd sort each other's problems out. Which led to the main event we'll get to later.
Looks like these guys are.
That segment.
This
I
looks.
was wondering why Roman was on the wrong side.
Yeah. No, that's that's Damian Priest there, I believe.
Damian Priest looking like a star.
Yeah, I was gonna say these guys look like they're about to bust out into a musical of some sort. I feel.
Let's do the Too Cool dance.
Yeah. That would be great. Oh, now I want that now.
So yeah, we had a match then with the Solo. They're definitely making Solo the next big guy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If and when Reigns eventually steps down, I think he's going to be the next Reigns, basically. I think. Yeah, pretty good match between Mysterio and Solo. Solo won it. Yeah, he did. He gave him the spike, didn't he?
Yeah.
They're also hyping the hosting of Backlash with Bad Bunny, who I believe is going to be on Raw on Monday night as well. So yeah, apparently he's like a really big star. I don't get it, but apparently he's like really big.
Ooh, Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a really successful musical artist.
Yeah, I'm not into this kind of music, so I don't get him. But...
Yeah, me neither, but it's fine.
The first time he showed up, apparently he was already a really big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard anything from him before or since, but apparently he's massive.
And he was also really good in the ring. And he isn't a piece of shit like Logan Paul.
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
He might be.
He might be.
Look, I'm holding out hope on the guy.
Yeah, I remember was it WrestleMania when he had it was Priest was his partner, wasn't it? That's right. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, he was alright, wasn't he? Didn't he do Canadian Destroyer on the outside.
Something like that, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, he was really good.
That's right. It's all going back to me now. Yeah. So he's not actually involved in this match. Backlash. He's hosting the show, but I wouldn't put it past him if he maybe gets himself involved somehow. Does he like doing that? They put him through a table the other way, didn't he? So he's got to get his come up and somehow. Revenge, I should say, the other way around. So yeah, then we had Bianca taking on Dakota Kai because the teasing the split up of Damage Control again. Because last week.
Bailey back now?
Yeah, she's still there. She's still hanging around. She's not actually had a match since Mania, but she's just been seen. Yeah, and Bianca ended up winning this match. Cody turned up in his wrestling gear. First time I've seen him without a suit. Only been in a match. And he basically just wanted to fight Lesnar. But Adam Pearce wouldn't let it happen. He wasn't cleared apparently. Don't know if you can play this video, Smooth. I know we won't see it on the stream, but Lesnar did come out, and obviously was kind of teasing him a bit. He was wearing a really crap coat. It looked like he just found it off someone.
Yeah. Where is it?
It's that video you can just see the top of the.
Oh, this one?
No.
This one.
That's that one, yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
It just didn't look like something that WWE superstar should be wearing. So yeah, Adam Pearce comes out and tells him he can't do nothing because he's not cleared to wrestle. And a lot of security come out and try and stop him, and then Lesnar ended up coming out. Yeah, so.
Here we go. Oh my god. What the fuck is this?
Be the Undertaker.
Well, he beat him at WrestleMania, so I mean, why not absorb his wardrobe? Yeah. Yeah, that certainly is a look.
Isn't it? And they just did a little bit of stare down with him, and then Cody kept trying to fight him. Fought off all the future NXT superstars. And Lesnar just laughed at him. Hello. So yeah, they're having this match at Backlash. Quite funny actually when he was doing all that. He threw two of them out the ring, and they were literally underneath the ring, like as if you fall out the ring, they were on the floor. And he threw someone else out. He didn't see it, but he must have landed on top of them.
Ooh.
There was no way he would have avoided them. Yeah, he goes a bit. This was it.
Why is
One
he
of
beating
these.
everyone up? What an asshole.
I know. Well, they were trying to stop him fighting.
Why the wrestlers?
It's ironic. Don't fight Brock Lesnar. Fight me instead.
Huh. Yeah, what is that fucking getup? I don't get it.
There you go. There's the first one goes.
Oh yeah. No,
And then
here comes
this
the
guy-
second one.
Oh,
Nearly.
nearly.
So
But I
nearly.
think, yeah, this
Oh,
guy,
here
you
we
don't
go.
see him. I think he might have just got out of the way, actually, thinking about it. No.
That looks like a terrible throw.
Oh,
Huh.
they rolled over.
They're all okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
They'll be fine to debut on NXT next year.
Oh!
Oh.
Hang on. Hang on. There we are.
I can't do it. I'm on bottled water.
Ah,
I also have that next to me here. It doesn't sound as impactful.
Huh?
There we go.
it's not the same.
So then after that, we had Seth Rollins taking on The Miz. Pretty nothing match, really. But yeah, it was a thing that happened. Next was actually a pretty good match. Lashley and Theory. A decent one. And then Reed got involved. Which I thought they were leading up to a triple threat. It turned out they are. It was announced last night on SmackDown. The next bit, Trish did a promo explaining why she attacked Lita last week. And I don't know, given maybe she was nervous, she hadn't done it for a while, but given the experience she's got, this was a really poor promo, I thought. She was speaking really low, and the crowd were chatting all over her, and just weren't really listening to her. And so maybe she's just nervous because she's not done it for a while, but I was expecting a bit better from her. It was that forgettable. I can't even remember what she actually said. She said what her reasons were behind it. But next we had another pretty pointless match: Chelsea Green and Sonya versus Candice LeRae and Meek Jin, whatever she's called this week. And the main event was actually a good one as well. It was Owens, Zayn, and Riddle versus the Judgment Day, 6-man. Decent match, and then the LWO came out at the end and got involved.
The LWO, I still can't believe that's a real thing in 2023.
I know what you mean, but it's better than Legado del Fantasma, I think.
That's true. He's got you there.
So yeah, like I said before, it's a bit of a bit nothing shows right now because they're leading up to this pay-per-view, but nothing really scheduled for it as of Raw anyway. And of course they got this draft around the corner, so they can't really build any major stories at the minute because obviously it's all going to be changed next week. So almost do it. But yeah, that was Raw. I don't know if the teasing Kevin Owens is going to be turning. I know that he's done it several times before, but all the segments I've seen with Owens and Sammy, maybe it's just the character he is, but he's a bit sort of not bothered about anything, isn't he? But he just seems to be not interested in everything that's going on. He's sort of not involved in.
Well, yeah, he's just there for the money.
All the segments you see, like backstage, he's just sort of sat in the background type thing, and he's not. Like on Raw, they did a bit of a segment where they were talking to Riddle about strategy, you know, what they were going to do in the main event, and it was just him and Owens was there, but it was just Sammy and Riddle who were doing all the talk. So I don't know, maybe the.
They broke that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they broke the screen there. I noticed that myself. Yeah. His elbow at the screen, didn't it?
Dude, they didn't have these problems when they had the blocky monitors. I'm just saying.
No.
They always took them out.
Yeah, I would love to know what their TV budget is. Man, oh man. So that was
That'll
Raw.
be a cut when Endeavour get their hands on it.
Yeah.
You seen how much we spend on TVs? So yeah, going to SmackDown was slightly more eventful. Not much, because I said they're in this grey period now. I think they're waiting for this draft. But again, it was a lot. It was Riddle, Bloodline related, focused, I should say. A good match between Gunther and Xavier Woods for the IC title. You just remember there that there tag match. Let me get the extra results so I know what I'm talking about. Which one was it? That's right, it was Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Viking Raiders. I'll try and get a video of it because I don't know what Strowman was playing at. He was trying to do some sort of double team move, and he literally just ended up throwing Strowman across the ring. Throwing Ricochet across the ring.
Here, let's see if it's in this. Let me fast forward. Hold on.
They might have cut it out because they definitely didn't mean to do it.
Okay, hold on. Gets the hot tag. Well, I thought that was their whole shtick, is that they're both bald, and then he kind of just uses Ricochet as a weapon, and Ricochet's like, yeah, this is great!
Kind of, but I think he was supposed to throw him into whichever Viking Raider it was. I can't remember which one it was. But he didn't.
They're
I think
both
I
bald. That's why they're a tag team.
Yeah, they're both bald.
Oh, this might be
They're
it.
both
This...
bald.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well,
it came about from when didn't he made that comment on Twitter, didn't he, about them calling them flippy floppers or
guys,
something?
yeah.
And Ricochet took issue with it, and then that's how they became friends apparently. Because I don't know, they're talking more or something.
Oh.
This video isn't great, but you see the box anyway.
Wait, hold on. Was that it right there? Where? Hold on. Here, he makes the tag. There it is. And
Another tag. Splash in the corner.
And here you go.
Runs.
No, better than that.
That went alright. Didn't look great. But...
Okay.
If you can get that video, just link to.
Yeah, you just linked to. Alrighty, let's see.
Not the best video, but you see it.
I think we can play that. Hold on. Hold on. I think you can get away with playing that. Hold on. What the fuck? Whee! Bonk!
Even
flipped him into the ring.
She just threw him. Even Cole and Barrett were like, "What the hell's he just done that for?"
Oh, he's turning on Ricochet. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, there might be a better video here. There we go. I don't even see it better on this one.
Oh, alright. The way Braun tossed Ricochet into the ring. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Ended up being like he just used him as a distraction to get the Viking Raider to like put him into his legs. What the hell was that? Ow, ow. This is a whole toxic relationship.
It's a decoy
distraction. There you go.
Oh my god. Man said friendly fire with a hip toss. Golly, man. That's kind of funny. Not gonna lie, that's actually kind of funny. We can just chalk it up to Braun doesn't know his own strength or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just genuinely funny.
So, yeah, that happened. They ended up winning, actually. They ended up winning that match. Strowman and...
Shocker.
That's what they should be called, the flippy flops.
They should. I agree.
So yeah, then we had a women's tag title match. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, who were champions for some reason or other. They beat Sonya and Chelsea Green, who were a team apparently. There was I was kind of paying half attention to this match, and there seemed to be a lot of water being thrown about.
Why?
I don't really know. I think last week Chelsea threw water at someone when they were on commentary. So I think, they've got to do it to the others, haven't they? I think it was at the very end or so. I think lived through water at Chelsea.
How's that a distraction? Oh, is that it right there? Hold on.
Maybe a disqualification, shouldn't it, surely?
And how does the official not call that? Like, oh, all of a sudden this person's wet.
So yeah, after that we had a pretty good match. Ashley Xavier Woods, which I didn't realise was his first ever IC title match.
Oh, shit.
Just crazy to think about. He's been there that long, but yeah. Gunther won, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um,
no video for the last one here. Oh, there we go, I think.
Was it there?
I had to click the timestamp. Hold on, maybe. Yeah. Let's see, maybe it was just a bad. Yeah, it's a bad embed. Look at that. You just have to click the timestamp, and there it is. Interesting.
So yeah, it was a no DQ match. Riddle versus Solo.
Weird.
I don't actually remember who won this one actually. Oh, Solo won. Yeah, Solo won it. I remember that. They're doing this thing a lot lately. They did it last week where they buried Riddle under the announce table. When I say buried, I mean they just sort of leaned it on him.
Yeah. What is that? What is this shit?
That's it. Yeah. And then he stopped basically, and then they...
I'm sorry, but what the fuck?
Oh, the week before he did the other way around.
The fuck is this? Get your nasty feet off the fucking table. God. It's a real shame we can't play the video because this looks stupid as hell. Yeah, toss the monitors off. That's the problem. Yeah, that'll get you to leverage. Simone Spike, just kidding. Oh, don't tell me. No, come on.
Oh.
That constitutes as being buried, apparently.
Oh, how the turntables.
Also, have you noticed, this is a really geek thing to notice.
How did they reset the table? I thought it was like 2 tons.
He picked... No, Solo is that strong. He put it back, didn't he?
Sure.
So he got out of it. Yeah, it's just been a really nerdy thing to notice. But I'm on this show, so why not?
Yeah.
If you go back to the announce table where he's pushing it over, any shot I'll do.
Yeah, what not?
That'll do. Let's stop there. I don't know.
A little bit. I don't know.
Just finish the front of the table. I'll do. There.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's still the old Raw logo.
Yeah,
yeah. It's still the design of the old Raw logo.
It's been like that since like 2003. Like literally 20 years.
Yeah. Never bothered changing it.
Yeah. The weird trapezoids and whatnot. Yeah. My favorite is when they still have like the scuffed pieces where it's like exposed wood or something.
I was going to say, like, even that silver bit there looks kind of scuffed up, like it's been used for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just add another layer of paint. That's all good.
I remember when we went to the show in Manchester and we were sat on where the ring bell is, but you could see, obviously, we were far away from the table. And it was all chipped and everything. It was a really right mess.
Yeah.
Surely by the time they had a new table.
Watch the Endeavor takeover happen and they're still using the table for another fucking 10, 20 years.
How are they still using this table after 20 years when it keeps getting broken?
Well, that's why.
How many times it gets crushed? They need a new table every time, and they just keep rebuilding it in the old style. Go back to their table guys, and no, just another one of those across the nation era tables.
So that was SmackDown. There you go.
So yeah, like you say, I think they're just sort of
meandering.
Hold it a little bit when they get to this draft.
Should we do like a prediction of where people are gonna go? You think?
I don't even know where they are now. I've got nothing for you.
Yeah, it's a bit like that right now because they don't seem to stick to the rules anyway. I mean, God, Lesnar was supposed to be a Raw guy, and he was on SmackDown every week up until before WrestleMania. There's one guy. Zayn is supposed to be SmackDown, but he was on Raw. So it's all.
Well, they've got the tag belts, which I guess puts them on both shows. Roman's got the belt that can put the two on both shows. Women's tag titles are on both, so they don't really matter. NXT champions. Yeah, I've got no idea.
I can see there's one of the big things I think is 99% going to happen. I think is Braun Breaker from NXT. I think he's going to make his call up to the main roster.
You think so?
That sounds likely.
Yeah, I would say that's a lock, as they call it.
I've kind of heard that there's possible rumblings of them breaking up the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez.
That's been rumbling for a while.
Yeah.
Apparently they're not very big on Angelo, but they love Montez, or Tez as they like to call him. So yeah.
Well, if Vince is really back in power, then they could be breaking up Tez and Bianca Belair as well. He seems to like doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know half these people are, you know. But apparently they're waiting on pulling the plug to take him back to Pete Dunne again.
Carmella, I heard, is injured again.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, something like that.
Charlie Dempsey, that's William Regal's son.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got a North American title match on NXT next week as well.
Cody Rhodes possibly drafted back to AEW.
Damon Kemp. That's Gable Stevenson's brother, right? He's actually a lot better than Gable Stevenson.
Is that his brother?
Hopefully less problematic too, as well.
I haven't heard anything. Dijak is just Dijak. That's almost as bad as T-Bar. Why can't he have a first name?
I thought
Dragon
Gulak had gone. I thought he'd left, so he's still there.
He did. He came back.
Came back.
Did he?
McIntyre. By the way, that was something of note. I don't know if it's still the case here. Hold on, me.
Oh yeah, he blocked out his Twitter, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit up in the air there. No one seems to know what's going on with him.
Not sure if it's like, a work or not. But okay. He hasn't tweeted anything since the second. Yeah, with the 3 wave emojis. And for the
There's
record,
a big rumor that. Sorry, go on.
Sorry. Sorry. Audio there. I was just saying, I was pointing out that it's not really a Twitter Blue subscription with the whole mass exodus of the verifieds yesterday.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, there's a big rumor going around that his contract expires pretty much soon, and then I think this has been kind of fired up by fans with active imaginations, but a lot of people are looking at AEW in London as a time for him to debut in AEW.
So what is that, like a 90-day, so August, July, June, May? If his contract's up by the end of next month, the 90-day could be up.
If your contract expires, you have the 90-day clause.
That's right.
True. It's only if you're fired. Yeah, you're right. It's true.
But that's another thing we've didn't get a chance to mention was the fact that there's apparently budget cuts, quote unquote, looming. And if McIntyre is one of them, then you have that 90-day period where you got to wait it out and whatnot, which would still, I think, be fine.
If you had to cut, isn't it strange that you get budget cuts when Vince is in power? Vince leaves and then they hire everyone back. Now Vince is back and suddenly we need to cut money again.
Yeah.
It's a bit wacky, isn't it? That the business changes with who's in power. If you had to save money, why would you let Drew McIntyre go and not, I don't know, The Miz?
Because The Miz brags about his balls all the time.
Yeah, no, that's another reason to cut him.
Yeah.
What does he add these days? The Miz.
I mean, he had that musical commercial number set to like almost
Yeah,
We
I
Don't
don't see
Start
it.
the Fire.
I don't
No, I mean, he's better at singing. What are you talking about? You don't see it. He's better at singing.
He's better at singing than Drew McIntyre.
Huh.
Yeah, that's true. We saw him singing at the end of Clash at the Castle, didn't we? That wasn't very good.
Yeah, that wasn't very good, man. If he did go to
did he actually get
AEW,
that tattoo?
Who?
oh, no, did it turn out to be a fake one?
I hope so, because that was so
Yeah.
bad.
I was gonna say, if AEW did get McIntyre, that'd be a big draw for them, especially if on the London show.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. There's a little note about that London show.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw this.
Oh, hold on.
Come on. There you go. The football earlier was at Wembley. I don't know if you watched our semi-final.
Oh, look at this.
Final.
I did actually see that. Oh, I didn't notice that though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
There's that.
Sorry, my image viewer takes forever to load in here.
Took a long time to paste into the Skype there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
AEW going big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've gone all out. Apparently there is also a seating plan that's leaked. There you go, there's the picture.
There we are.
There's a screenshot from our big win earlier today. And it's being advertised. It took place at the Wembley Stadium. That's where the show's going to be. And they displayed it there on the boards for a while.
All those empty seats though.
Well, that's in the VIP area. Those right by the middle. Those.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know what? I noticed after half time they were pretty much empty.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
even
those
less
guys.
brothers in there. They were all still in the bar, I think.
They're not there to see the football. They're just there to
No,
see
of course
VIPs.
not. Alright, so this is a... Okay. Oh, so
So
they're only
apparently
doing...
that is the all-in setup.
So they're not doing the full stadium then?
I guess not. No. Which makes sense. I guess it's still 50, 60,000. I'd imagine.
Wow.
Do you know, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though if they extended that, depending on how many they sell.
Yeah.
They
very
do tend
possible.
to do that. WWE do that sometimes. They did a big...
I feel like...
Castle.
Here, let me pull out the marker again.
Oh, here we go.
I feel like you could fill out these seats up here in the upper decker.
Over the top of the stage.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. Because you're going to be like viewing down, but it depends on how high they build the stage, you know?
I want to see a big stage.
I mean, they have like
I want
8...
them to embarrass WWE. Say, this is how we do a big stage. Get a giant fuck off double decker bus.
Yeah.
A giant phone box.
Yeah. Giant taxi.
Yeah, a giant taxi the size of that loop-de-loop roller coaster that they did at WrestleMania.
Oh, that'd be great, actually. I won't... You talked me into it.
That'd be so great.
I did see, well, I believe it was, but apparently someone emailed Ticketmaster
Oh, God.
Yeah.
and asked them what the price ranges are going to be.
Uh-oh.
Now, I don't know if...
I imagine
in
they
the
didn't give a
past-
straight answer to that.
Well, they did, and this is whether I don't believe it or not, 'cause I don't think they would give an answer at this point. But the pre-sale's not for another 2 weeks. I don't think they'd actually bother answering them. But
No.
the thing I saw, which I think I've still got on my phone somewhere, if you Give me 2 seconds. It was a screenshot of an email that someone had sent. There we go. Yeah, so it's got thank you for your email. The price range for AW All in London at Wembley Stadium would range from £30 to £500.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So I mean, it's believable. The prices are believable, but I just don't know whether it's a legit email. It wasn't Ticketmaster, sorry. It was Live Nation.
Live Nation.
Who I believe are also handling the sales, but yeah, I mean, if the selling, I mean, I think that's the big key. If you want to sell it out, you need to make the prices reasonable. It's the way that WWE just priced everybody out with the prices for Money in the Bank. If they make the prices decent, then I think they'll easily sell it out.
Have they released the prices for Money in the Bank, Cash in the Attic yet? Is that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's actually sold
Is that
out.
$4,000? Or...
ridiculous, but yeah, they were like thousands, yeah, for hundreds for like the shit seats and thousands for the decent ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I mean. WWE just priced everybody out. So if AW come in with a decent offer, you know, they'll easily sell it out. I think 30 quid, not bad. You know, that's not bad. I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, I'm willing to pay up to about 100 for a decent seat. 500 is probably a little bit out of my range, but I don't know. Suppose it depends where it is. If it's front row, then.
Do I have to sit next to smiley face t-shirt guy?
Possibly.
I'm not paying 500 for that.
I mean, the most I paid 300 for a front row Raw about 4 years ago.
No.
Yeah, I was a bit.
You get paid too much.
I wasn't
And it
pleased
just
to
cut
pay
back
it that,
over
but I
here.
wanted it.
What's my limit? Considering I'd
I'd
have
go-
to pay for 2, because there's no way that my wife's letting me go without her. Even though she doesn't watch this shit. It's like, that's just... Anyway.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'd have to cap it at 200, maybe 250 at a push if it's good seats.
Well, we looked at this, and then the guy I normally go with, we looked at the hotels, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
When did you look? Did you go like straight as soon as you saw the announcement, or did you leave it a couple of weeks? Because
oh yeah, last week we looked. Yeah,
last week, yeah. So everyone's gone,
Yeah.
and
everyone's already booked.
everything.
Yeah. So there's anything on the floor on that Airbnb of yours? We might be there.
Oh, that reminds me. What was your story that you wanted to mention last week, Will? About Tony Khan.
What?
Oh, he cost you money.
Yeah.
This is gonna be about Fulham and a bet.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I'd done. It was last week, and I've slept since then. I think it was with they playing Everton, and I bet on Everton to win.
You should
And then
never bet on
Fulham.
Everton to win.
Well, I know that now. I mean, I should know that anyway, living where I do, but you know.
Liverpool.
But you know.
Yeah, Everton.
Everton won.
3-1.
Yeah. Sorry, Fulham won, sorry.
Yeah.
And then it just wound me up even more. And yesterday he sent a tweet thanking everyone of Fulham for a great trip, and I thought, you're a prick. But anyway,
They won again today.
they did win. They're doing well, aren't they? Well, relatively well.
Relatively well.
Should we have
They're above
back
Chelsea.
this?
I'll be happy about that.
Yeah, they will actually. Should we continue our little look on the roster again? If you bring
Oh
that back
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Kind of got sidetracked there a little bit. That's
Alright.
fine.
Sidetracked by AW.
Um,
Elias. Emma.
Sorry. Elton
Fallon
Prince.
Henley. Fallon Henley is such an NXT name.
Yeah, it really is.
there's another guy, Grayson Waller. I think he'd be a good call-up. You like him apparently
He's-
as well.
He's such just like a standard guy, though.
Why is this here?
Why is he poking up?
I'm sorry, but why?
Who the hell's Greg Miller?
He's like a YouTube guy, I believe. Huh.
Oh yeah, apparently he is.
I give him a job.
Internet
Yeah.
celebrity Greg Miller.
Yeah, okay, well, they're laying it on
Most
thick
of this
there.
is awesome.
They're laying it on thick there.
Host of the We Know It's Later show. This is awesome.
Video host and editor of entertainment website IGN.
I've never seen his name somewhere before. Yeah, I reckon I remember him now. Remember the name anyway. IGN. Yeah.
IGN. Which game was better? And WCW NWO Revenge or No Mercy?
Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 and the Solitaire Conspiracy.
No mercy all day. No
Yeah, I
contest.
think I'd agree. But it's.
Oh, now I lost my spot. Hold on.
No. Well, we got down to Greg Miller.
Yeah. Got down to the G's.
There you
There
go.
we
Cable
go.
Steves, Giovanni Vinci, Mason Waller,
Hank
Victor,
Walker. Oh, he's the
Hank
security guy.
Walker.
Who the fuck is
Hank
this?
Walker. He was a security guy.
Yeah, he was NXT security, and he someone pushed him over. Somebody ended up having a match with them, and now he's a wrestler.
I love that storyline. That also gave us Gunner and Murphy, if you remember.
Yeah, in TNA.
Yeah.
They were the security guys who ended up being wrestlers. Manjiro. Jacket time. No, well, Kushida's gone, so it's jacket now. Well, Ivy Nile's got some arms there, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Io Sky, you have to shout that in cap.
I was like, why did you just yell that?
she's done the thing. It's all caps.
Wow, there's like just. I guess these are all the articles mentioning her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan then.
Yeah, he's a fuck.
Have you been?
Jagger Reed. That's what was his name? He's the other guy from Liverpool, isn't he?
Yeah.
Him and Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson.
I don't remember his old name. They supposedly asked for the release, didn't they? And then
The Schisms tree.
yeah,
James Drake, that's it.
James Drake, that was it. Yeah. Drake and Gibson, the grizzled young veterans. They're much better with that name. I don't know why they repackage them like this.
That's the schism.
Jerry Lawler.
Jerry
You know,
Lawler,
I don't know if we
he's,
mentioned it.
Not doing so well.
Yeah, no, he had that stroke and he sounded just absolutely awful. Well.
He looked
He was
better
on the-
than I thought he was going to look.
Yeah, he sounded
Yeah.
better than I thought he would, but it's still very sad to hear him in that condition when he did that the video for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. JD McDonough, he was on NXT UK, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Jordan Devlin, that was his name on NXT UK. People used to chant, "You just a shit Finn Balor" at him. I think he's actually from the same place as Balor as well. He's from County Wicklow, Ireland.
Joe Coffey.
That's weird. It's got a blank square next to Joe Gacy.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
yeah. Zima Ion from TNA here.
See my eye on.
Yeah, Joe Gacy. who looks like a fucking Christian father of some sort.
He just looked Mormon or something.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the schism, isn't he?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Him and the other two.
King Cross.
And
Tana Chance. That's a name.
Any chance?
Not a name.
Speaking of chances, any chance that Karrion Cross is gonna get drafted back to NXT?
you know what?
Back to the Indies, and this guy's done, surely.
Give him his gimp match back.
Let's see, Lacey Evans draft her to a better storyline. LA Knight. LA Knight could be one that could flip flop one of the shows. I feel.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my god, what do they do to Mace's name here? What the fuck?
Marseille. That's how you pronounce Marseille.
That's how you say it, yeah.
Jesus.
And Mansoir there as well.
That's a point, actually, just going back to, you talked about Cross there, on SmackDown last night. He's going to be having a bit of a feud with Nakamura by the look of it. And Scarlett was holding a pack of playing cards with all the people he's defeated. And he went through a list of everyone he's gone, and he didn't say Mad Cat Moss, he said Riddick Moss.
Ha!
Could be
So
a sign.
I don't know whether that was just a mistake or whether he's going back to his name, I don't know.
Shoot names.
Yeah.
I'll draft this goober to unemployment or whatever. 'Cause
Matt
I cannot stand him. I don't like him. On the bump. Whatever that is.
Oh, Mia Yim is still Mia Yim.
On there, yeah.
On here, but yeah, she's called something else, right?
Michin.
Michin now.
Yeah, because they
Didn't
mentioned her.
she even said herself, she was on a podcast recently. Someone said, so what are you called now? She said, I don't really know.
Mr. McMahon. Guess he's
Draft
back on.
him to-
He's back on the Superstars page. Mr. Stone.
Naomi's still there.
Off, really, was it?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Noam Dar.
Yeah, he's back.
He come back recently on NXT, yeah.
Yeah.
The hell?
They've when he was on NXT UK, they had that Heritage Cup, didn't they? And he won it. He was the NXT UK Heritage Cup winner, whatever. They won't call him a champion because it wasn't a belt.
I want to see Odyssey Jones eat somebody. Holy shit, this dude looks massive.
Looks like someone's put a different head on Mark Henry.
Holy shit. Yeah, that guy looks mean.
Scroll down to the Odyssey Jones headlines there.
Yeah.
Spears
Odyssey Jones, whoops.
Hard justice there. Dijak looks to deliver hard justice to Odyssey Jones with capitals. Hard justice, like it's an event name. Like they bought
Yeah.
hard justice from the name.
Yeah, wrong event. Apparently it was on Level Up. Okay. So he's
Nobody
kinda-
watches Level Up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's like the dark elevation of WWE, I feel. Yeah, he should eat somebody.
I forgot what I was going to say then.
Him and Otis. I want to see him and Otis as a tag team.
Yeah, that would actually
Yeah.
work.
They look like the same guy.
Yeah. That would be great. Pat McAfee. Paul Heyman. Piper Niven's finally called Piper Niven.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that Quincy Elliott needs to go. Have you seen it?
what's wrong with Quincy Elliott?
Just watch the entrance. And
The Super Diva.
Watch the
it's like Goldust gone bad.
Golden's gone bad. All right,
Black
let's,
Rain.
all right, let's see. Here, hold on. Let me.
You need to look at it.
Okay, all right.
He only debuted fairly recently. I think he did one, maybe two appearances, and I've not seen him since. Maybe I don't watch NXT that often.
There's the debut.
Back in what, September here? What the fuck?
Yeah. This is when NXT was all bright and rainbowy
Okay.
before they went back to the
Earlier
rock and
today,
roll thing.
showed up on a scooter like a Vespa. Alright, now he's here. He's the Super
Chilling
Diva.
on a chair.
A chair on a Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
It is like someone saw Goldust and thought, let's do that again, but worse.
Tame down the homoeroticism, but make it a lot more prismatic with the colors. Less gold and more.
Orlando Jordan.
Okay. Oh. Quincy Elliott, this is awesome. Great shot of the crowd there.
What the hell? No,
Yeah.
don't twerk it. Ah!
What?
You just
What
twerked
was
the-
that?
What was that? He just knocked
I don't know.
off the post.
What was what? Yeah, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, entrance-wise- Not. Sean Gallagher, wow.
Now that guy's a star.
It's just even when you see him, I don't know. It's
Very flamboyant. Yeah, I get it.
even when you see him move though, it doesn't. I mean, I know he's a big guy, but some big guys can move quite well, but
Was he gonna fart on
he
him?
just doesn't.
He really is trying to do the gold dust shit.
Yeah.
It's very
You're right.
Goldust, but he doesn't seem to have like the charisma of Goldust. He's like doing
No.
the moves. I don't feel it.
He's just wiggling around.
Yeah. Big dude though.
Yeah. He has the look, just not the character.
I don't think he has the look, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I disagree. He's literally dancing with Sean Gallagher. What the fuck? And he's blowing him kisses. Yeah, see, that's not gonna win you matches or a contract, pal.
I don't know what he's trying to be. I mean,
Yeah.
the Goldust always had the film star link, didn't it? So it kind of made very little sense, but it made some sort of sense.
A little bit of a golf clap
This is
there.
just-
By the way, I fucking hated when they did this shit where they put like people in the
fake-
screen
yeah.
to make it
Still
seem
do that
like
now.
it's. Oh my god, why? It looks so bad. And just the bonsai bomb, blowing a kiss, and thanks for coming, Sean Gallagher. Yeah, not really that impressive. Gotta be honest.
No,
He needs
I
a
didn't
better.
think he was still around. I thought he'd been released. Well,
Hey, budget cuts supposedly
there.
around the corner, pal. Okay.
yeah.
Getting back to the board here. R-Truth. I haven't seen R-Truth in forever.
Did he get injured?
Apparently on the injured list, yeah.
Okay. Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton. Randy Orton's still injured. Rick Boogs. Ricochet, Ridge Holland.
Robert Roode. He's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Rip Fowler, and why does he look like a serial killer?
That's,
He's the other guy. He's the other.
Gibson. That Gibson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Roderick.
he looks like a bit of when he first changed from Zach Gibson to this character. Someone I seen someone on Twitter said he looks like Kane's Scouse cousin.
Ha!
He does a little bit.
Roderick Strong, I could see them cutting. And he can go to like AEW or whatever. Ronda Rousey, I think, also said some words recently about the match at WrestleMania. Whoop, sorry.
Who the hell's Ryan Popola?
That's a
Is he
good
another one of
question.
these YouTubers that they've got in? He's from the bumps.
Oh, he's on the yeah.
I like the way if you look at the top there, they're all listed by what brand they're on, like Raw, SmackDown, or NXT.
The
His
bump.
brand is the bump.
The bump.
Yeah. Samantha Irvin, who always sounds out of breath when she's announcing people.
Sangha.
Songa, yeah. Santos Escobar. Scott Stanford's still on the Superstar page?
He's still
Crazy.
there. Wow, he's been there a while.
Oh, that's crazy. Shane McMahon.
Scripps.
That's Scripps. What was it? Reggie,
Reginald
that's it, yeah.
Thomas.
Axiom wants to end Scripps' reign of terror. Okay. Shanky.
Hey, Shanky.
Shayna Baszler. Shelton Benjamin. Solo Sikoa. Whoops, sorry. Stevie Turner, whoever that is. Tegan
Stephanie
Knox.
McMahon, she's gone.
Yeah, she's definitely gone. I don't know why she's still on the page there.
Tatum Paxley, there's another NXT name for you. Tatum, that might be the worst one. Tatum Paxley.
Nobody meaner than Tamina.
Tony D'Angelo. Tyler Bate.
Vacant.
Vacant! Hey!
Vacant doing on there.
Just
Title
chase-
History Universal
Okay.
Championship.
Alright, cool. Thanks, Superstars page.
Tyler Bates being one rumoured that could be getting a call up as well.
Been long enough.
Yeah.
He looks awful here.
Yeah, he doesn't look good there, does he?
He looks like he's gonna be singing about, look at this photograph.
Via?
Veer,
He's still
yeah.
here.
Von Wagner's another one I've heard that might be on the
Yeah.
skids.
Possibly.
Xavier Woods, Wesley, Wendy
Right.
Chu.
Where's
Wolfgang.
Lee? One of the long line of the Lee family. Keith Lee, Dragon Lee, AJ Lee.
Zoe Stark, Zelina.
Dragon Lee.
That seems to be it. So any bold switches or swaps?
I'm going to say, I think the call-ups are the best thing to...
I would love to
Point
just
notes.
see this by show. I don't know if we can do that on Wikipedia here. Hold on. WWE.
My boldest prediction is they're going to change 30 people and it's all going to be pretty much the same by the end of it.
These are all the Raw people.
I'm going to say Braun Breaker and Tyler Bate are going to get call-up. Don't know what show they'll end up on, but they're getting called
Some
up.
of the women will too. Zoe Stark maybe, or Wendy Chu hopefully with a new gimmick.
Yeah, we're on the major dirt sheet known as Wikipedia.
Axiom could get called up.
Actually,
yeah.
Uh,
Well, Bobby Lashley's real name is Franklin. That's kind of cool.
Franklin Lashley. Yeah, isn't it? But is it Franklin Robert Lashley or something like that?
Something like that,
there's a Bobby in there.
Yeah.
You click his main profile.
Let's see. Hold
Tell you
on.
I'm going to sound like a real noob. No, I never knew that.
Roberto.
Oh, that's awesome. What the hell?
Roberto.
That's a great lucha name, Roberto Lashley.
Yeah, I'm going to sound like a real noob here, because I never knew Adam Cole wasn't Adam Cole until recently.
Did you know that Michael Cole's not Michael Cole?
I did know that.
Yeah.
His name's Coulthard or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Coulthard.
Sean Coulthard, that's right.
Or is it? It's Michael Sean Coulthard or something. Or Sean Michael Coulthard. His
He
name
made
is
up
Shawn
at the
Michaels,
minute.
that's what-
Yeah.
He's made up at the minute because he has to do the promo for that Mike's Harder Lemonade. And their tagline is "The world needs more Mikes." And he's loving saying that. Oh yeah, definitely the world needs more Mikes. I can't agree with that anymore. Yeah, I was watching. I don't know if you actually know, Chuck. 'Cause I don't think we mentioned it last time. It was a late announcement. AW's All Access is actually on ITV4 after Dynamite.
Oh right. No, I didn't catch it last week.
It started last week, and I haven't seen episode 2 yet.
Hmm.
It was only on last night. But yeah, I think it was only announced on the Thursday, and it was on the Friday.
Was it any good?
From what I've seen of it, yeah, pretty good.
no,
That was how I learned that Adam Cole wasn't called Adam Cole.
Yeah. Yeah, I like All Access for the fact that it goes in depth a little bit of Sammy Guevara having different jobs from week to week. So, any guesses on like who's going to SmackDown, who's going to Raw, or anything like that?
think I wouldn't be surprised to see Strowman and Ricochet get split up. Strowman can go back. See, the thing is, they haven't got the 2 titles after this, so you can't really.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it doesn't really. It's not like changing things around freshens things up.
No.
You've still got Reigns at the top for presumably another year now.
See, Walter was his real name.
Who?
Walter. That was his real name.
You mean Gunther?
It was actually Walter Hahn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Walter Hahn. That's why they changed it.
Sure.
They went through a thing in NXT of changing everyone's real names. Which is why Jordan Devlin had to become JD McDonough.
That's right, yeah.
Among others.
Ivar. Todd Smith.
Todd Smith. Strong Viking name, Todd Smith.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, like you say, there's no real sort of nothing to aim for, is there? Only chosen.
It's kind of why the draft really doesn't mean anything nowadays, because it's like, you still have talent crisscrossing all the time, via wild card rule or not, but...
Well, if they scrap that bit, it might end up meaning something.
Yeah.
If they did the
Even
draft,
then.
split him up, and stuck to it, maybe it would mean something. They don't do that.
I mean, they kind of do that in AEW with, like, Ring of Honor talent now and things like that.
Yeah, now no one cares about Ring of Honor.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think there's a proper way to doing it, and I don't think WWE has done it correctly ever since the conception of the brand split. Let alone
very, very short times.
Let alone AEW and Ring of Honor.
Speaking of brand splits and AEW, apparently they may be looking at doing one.
Yeah.
What I've read. It's all to keep CM Punk happy.
Yes, a new Saturday night show called Collision.
Collision.
Where CM Punk might be coming back. It's on, I think, June 21st, I believe, right?
In Chicago.
Yep, June 21st.
Yeah. It was 20, I thought it was the 17th. I might be wrong. You remember right? 21st, yeah.
Forbes, yep. Return reportedly planned for June 21st to AEW Dynamite in Chicago. Punk's return is tentatively being planned for the June 21st, 2023 broadcast. Dax Hardwood, who recently ended his podcast, said that he talked to Punk almost every day and Punk misses wrestling. That's your headline. Punk misses wrestling and Punk wants to come back. Yeah, we really didn't kind of cover too much of the drama that happened recently with Punk, where he called out Chris Jericho on Instagram and called him a stooge.
Didn't he call him a liar as well?
Yeah.
He's deleted that now, isn't he?
Let's see if I can find like an image of it. This is great. Oh, there's no. Oh, I just want a screen grab of it. Hold on.
It was quoted in there, wasn't it?
Here it is. This is.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. And calls Meltzer a liar as well. No. Open this up. And he also went on record saying that he never saw a Rocky movie as well. When yeah, here we go. I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, here it is. I wasn't cleared to come back yet to wrestle. Yeah, sigh. Then plan was to wrestle at the pay-per-view. I sat and listened to Moxley's Rocky 3 idea. I explained how I'd never seen a Rocky movie, and I thought the idea sucked. But if the boss wanted to do it, whatever. He said he wouldn't lose to me. I'd never experienced someone refusing to lose to me. I just laughed. I asked Tony if this is what he wanted. He said yes. He's the boss, so I said okay, but I need to be cleared first. They kept saying it could just be a squash, so I didn't need to be cleared. I scoffed at that. My health is more important. Dave Meltzer's a liar. Jericho's a liar and a stooge. There were plans, but plans always change, but I'll never put a company above my health ever again. Because I always thought that match was... They randomly booked it. And it was like, you gotta tune into this Dynamite for this match. And then it was just a big fucking squash. And then a Punk, like, fucking injured his ankle. So I'm not surprised, judging from AEW's track record with, like, how they treated the Matt Hardy situation with concussions and things like that. And I don't know, like, I'm not surprised that, you know, he wasn't officially cleared to compete, you know?
But yeah, this has led to speculation about this new show, Collision.
Yeah.
Is that they're going to be doing some sort of... I think the term I've used is a soft roster split. In that they'll still be able to appear on other shows, but most of the... basically people who will work with Punk will be on Collision.
And then Moxley was kind of one that kind of didn't necessarily directly respond to that, but he said something along the lines to Renee on her podcast that you know, it's a real shame that we were talking about what's his dick over here and not about this great match with Kenny Omega and whoever it was he was facing at the time that was on Dynamite. I think it was like Commander or something at the time.
Yeah, Commander was great.
Yeah.
But isn't that... It's kind of telling. Like, that's what being a star is. Someone can have a great match and people talk about you instead because you're a bigger deal, just because, you know, you're a big star. And Punk's that guy, and AEW doesn't have many of those guys. You know, get people talking, get the interest. They have a lot of guys that do great matches, but not many that matter in a, you know, wider scale. So,
and the best part of Punk is that he speaks his mind.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to sugarcoat it or bullshit you or anything like that.
Creates cash.
Yeah. Who knew?
Speaking of... yeah, he definitely knew. Speaking of Twitter controversy, did you see this tweet from MJF?
That was a weird one.
Amazing.
Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, he can say it.
Yeah, I suppose you can. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
So, there was something going around about Goldberg saying he wouldn't... Something about WWE didn't want to book him again, and he wants to have one last match or something, and he's not happy about them saying that he's done.
Yeah, the story I read is that apparently Vince has agreed to doing a retirement match for him. And they were going to do a big, you know, make it into a big thing, you know, Goldberg's last ever match.
With Baron Corbin.
No, it was good. It was it's going to happen since. I'm trying to think now what. Yeah, sorry, I'm reading two stories at once here. Yeah, so that was good. They're going to make it into a big deal, you know, build it up. But apparently, it's never happened. He's never heard from WWE since, and he's out of contract now. So he assumed it's not going to happen. So the second story I read that he's thinking of putting on his own world tour, so his world retirement tour. He said he wants to wrestle in 4 or 5 cities, and then that'll be it. But it's going to be something he's going to try and put on himself. Which is then, I think that was the story that MJF was replying to. I think it would be good to see him in AEW if they give him his last match like he wants. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Who would Goldberg's last match be against? Who would you book him in, like, you know, the big double retirement with Sting? Nah, that can't be good.
Oh, really? MJF?
Oh, it's not like an obvious one, is there?
Mm-hmm.
What else have we got?
Should we talk about the best of worst of before we get out of here? 'Cause I think we covered it all.
Yeah, good do. Let's go ahead now.
Let's see here. Hold on. Here, let me get the music. As far as I can tell, I don't know if I have a thumbs up for the week, but I do have a thumbs down, and I'll share it after you guys share yours. There we go.
Yeah, scrambling a little bit because I haven't seen any TV this week.
Jeff Jarrett was on Dynamite, so that's an appropriate thumbs down to have.
There you go. Good start.
My thumbs down. I didn't see much of it, but the opening promo on Dynamite with the
Yes.
Guevara and MJF and Jungle Boy, it just seemed to last forever. I don't think they probably could have done that much quicker. It seemed to be way too long.
Here, let me get you the
Also
extra
get to
thumbs
the announcement of a tournament. It's not really a tournament.
down.
Doing a tournament?
They're doing a Pillars tournament, but then because there's only 3 of them, someone has to get a buy into the next round.
What the hell? Why not
So,
just do a 4-way?
Well, exactly. Yeah, didn't make any sense to me.
That sucks.
They're eventually
Maybe
going to
a
get
thumbs
to.
down for the.
They're eventually going to get to the 4-way. It's just a very convoluted way that they're doing it.
Yeah.
You should at least do it in a way that makes sense. Like, you could do if whatever they're planning here, this weird non-tournament, that's got to somehow collapse right into the point where they just have to go with a 4-way. So why not do a triple threat number 1 contendership match that then can fall apart with DQs or run-ins or whatever, and then you just do a 4-way? Why do a tournament when you've only got 3 guys, not 4?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking, because I've got nothing, I'm kind of scrambling at basically what we've talked about. Maybe the thumbs down this week is the concept of a draft when you've got no rosters. You just, especially coming out of WrestleMania season where everything's kind of mixed up anyway. Just, even if I was watching week to week, I probably wouldn't know who was on each brand. And coming out of this, is it going to matter anyway? It's not like you've got separate pay-per-views anymore. Your champions are all going across brand, so what's it for? I'm a big fan of the draft of the brand split and stuff. I think it's good for getting people more time. But
So your thumbs
it's been
down
so
is
long since I've seen this company get it right.
So your thumbs down is the WWE Draft.
I guess. The concept of a draft in 2023 WWE. The hell. Also, this booking of Rollins versus Omos. What's that all about?
That's gonna be one of my things. That just doesn't make any sense at all. They've not had a single bit of interaction. I don't think ever. Not just in a few weeks. I don't think they've been on TV ever.
But it's in Puerto Rico, pal. The Puerto Ricans love the Omos.
Everyone loves the Omos. There's Omos sapiens across the world.
Yeah.
I'm an official Homo sapien. I love Omos.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just doesn't make this match doesn't make any sense.
Apparently they've been in 4 matches together.
Really? When?
One of them was the Royal Rumble this year, where I'm not actually sure they crossed paths. It may not.
I was going to say, does that really count? But okay.
They were in last year's Money in the Bank ladder match. They were in a Battle Royal on SmackDown last year, and they were on the same side of a 6-man tag along with AJ Styles. losing to Kofi, Riddle, and Xavier Woods.
Well, not really, of that.
No. See if I can find that.
A thumbs down for me. Going back to Dynamite. Wardlow winning the TNT title off of a bunch of foolishness, including Arn Anderson's fake Glock. Becoming a 3-time TNT title winner. Because it makes no sense why he lost it. Powerhouse Hobbs has this whole QTV shenanigans with QT Marshall and the Monster Mash, if you will. And it just kind of meanders for a few weeks, and then Hobbs loses the title. Back to Wardlow. Like, what's the point? And now they're setting up Wardlow versus Luchasaurus. Lousy booking, if you ask me.
Sounds it.
Anybody got a thumbs up?
Okay, there's an interaction between Rollins and Omos.
Oh my god.
So maybe that explains where this match has come from, or not.
I don't believe you.
Seth Rollins could escape Omos, but not Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
From WWE on Fox, if short. Yeah, I think they got nothing.
Been very little history there.
I think they got nothing.
That's for sure.
That's the thing.
They got nothing. What's good this week? CM Punk's coming back, I guess. That's good. I think so anyway. The locker room might not.
Yeah, I've got to see him back.
And CM Punk's coming back, and the all-in tickets sound like they might be reasonably priced. That's my thumbs up for the week. If that rumor is to be believed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else to give a thumbs up to, really. I'll go with the Intercontinental title match for SmackDown. Woods and Gunther. It's pretty good.
I don't know, I was kind of paying attention to Dynamite a little bit, and then in the second hour I was really paying attention to it because I was kind of busy with stuff in the first hour. I do have another thumbs down that I'd like to share after this, but a thumbs up. Harley Cameron.
Who?
Harley Cameron. Let me put her up on the screen here. She looks great. She's the best bit from the QTV stuff, if you ask me. And I hope they keep her around and sign her to a contract and fill out the graphic. Mm-hmm.
No relation to Cameron from the Funkadactyls.
No. Just put it, yeah, there we go. Thumbs up. My other thumbs down was probably on Dynamite. I could just probably put the entire show of Dynamite for this week, but Adam Cole handcuffed with one wrist to the rope because his arms are skinny. Also, Soraya, Baker, kendo stick. Somehow extra painful, question mark, question mark, question mark. There you go. That whole thing was really bad too, the Jericho segment with Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Because they had a face-to-face, and then something happens. Jericho gets the upper hand on Adam Cole to where he starts beating him down. They handcuff him. The JAS come out and they handcuff him to the bottom rope. But his wrist is so thin that they don't even anchor the other handcuff to the other ring rope or a turnbuckle or something like that. Meanwhile, Britt Baker tries to make the save, and then she ends up getting beat down by Soraya, which, you know, am I supposed to really care that much about either party, you know? It's like, oh, they're in Pittsburgh. Cool, I guess. So, I don't know. Dynamite was a big miss for me.
Yeah, there wasn't much for me. I ended up watching it within about 40 minutes. Like fast forwarding thing.
Also, Billy Gunn's still a giant. Here you go, real quick. There you see it on the left. Nope, sorry. It's the wrong button there. But there you have it. That's pretty much the best of worst of the week. Yeah. Nothing. A lot of negative stuff there, but I do agree with the positives. That Punk is coming back. The Intercontinental title. Like, there's not many title matches on WWE TV, I feel, that are that good, let alone. And then the stuff that's bad could just easily be, you know, fixed by, you know, not having Jeff Jarrett on TV or
well,
giving build to Omos and Rollins for people to care why this is a match, or not dumping the TNT title off of Hobbs. So.
I can also agree with yours. Harley Cameron has an Instagram. She is definitely a thumbs up.
Yeah. I have to agree.
What's her name? Harley?
No, it's like
Harley
Danielle.
Cameron. It's not actually her name, though. So there's one.
Danny Electra.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've just found her.
And she's done stuff for both WWE and AEW, so.
Apparently she's with Zion Quinn from NXT.
There you go.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just
you go ahead.
Update on what I spoke to before about Drew McIntyre blanking out his Twitter. 2 more superstars have done it within the last 24 hours. Angel Garza has done the same thing. And I'm reading on here, but before I say it, I'm going to make sure it's the truth. Bear me 1 minute. Yeah, so it's McIntyre, Angel Garza, and no, so it's apparently Becky Lynch had done it, but unless she's changed it again.
When you say blanked out, you mean deleted everything, or what?
No, they're blanking out the profile picture and the banner.
Oh, okay.
That's
strange.
Becky Lynch, I think, has done it, and then she's put the profile picture back up, but the banner's still black. Strange. Hmm. So yeah, don't know what they're up to. Yeah, that's just come out now. The last hour or so. And apparently Soraya was fined. Because she said twat on Dynamite.
It's kind of funny.
So there you go.
All right, well, there you go. That's pretty much our preview show of the draft. Do you think any major shakeups will happen?
I don't know what would constitute a major shake-up at this point. Bron Breakker getting a call-up's probably the biggest story, I'd imagine, coming out of it.
Yeah. I could see that being a headline for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, we dropped a few frames there. Sorry about that. But hopefully we'll be back next week with a mini weekend recap show of the draft, and then who knows what else will happen afterwards. So stick around for that. Thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.